Dude, it's too purpley. I need some. Do not have the cyan. Oh, that was awesome. I was on that
Actually,
whole.
sure. I'm going on Rocky Coast MX5 Cup, and I'm gonna ping at everyone for the state of the series as well, right, Alex? Or nah? Yeah, actually, no. The MX5 guys.
Let me turn this stuff on too. There we go. Now the stream's actually working right. Next thing was next. Let's thank the sponsors. We got International Tire, used by all the LMP2 guys. Great tire. Montre, the glorious watch that everyone tries to get by winning the Triple Crown. Project Apex. Everyone here better be playing Project Apex in their free time. I swear to God, if you're not. Carbon. Not much to say about Carbon. They're in the penalty box. Every race. Optiflow. Everyone uses Optiflow. You all better thank Optiflow, otherwise you guys will not be able to race. So, and then Glat. Again, I think pretty much everyone uses Glat apart from some. But yeah, there's just all the sponsors. Congrats to the Sakari winners too. You got Endy. I don't think he's here tonight. Audi. And then there is Gorg. Is he here? Yes, he is. Why don't you stand up over there? I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. I'm going to make you stand up. Yeah, there he is. Congrats on LMP2 win. Very dominant performance.
Clap, everyone. I mean, what?
Yes, clap.
Clap.
Applause. There we go.
I don't know if I should be clapping. Yay.
Yeah.
And then let's give a big round of applause to Lucas and Mark. Mark was here. Is he still here? I don't know.
He was.
Did he leave?
But I'm not actually sure.
Well, either way, I had a sudden emergency come up, and right after the start, I had to go deal with that. So, big thank you to Lucas and Mark and Sub for carrying that race, letting it go smoothly. Hope they did a great job while I was gone.
Hopefully we did, guys. We were talking great conversation during that race.
Yeah,
it was good.
It's all on stream. It's all on stream. You don't get the. Yeah, there's 2 streams at least that are up of the race that you guys can go and watch, both on the official RSCA YouTube channel, which we are streaming this live on now. And you know, the other thing.
What's the other thing?
Your channel. Whoever else was streaming it.
Oh yeah.
So let's talk about RSCA's past here, guys. 5 years. We crossed that milestone just recently, back in July. Pretty crazy that we've been going this strong for 5 years and continuing to grow. I mean, we almost closed RSCA before RSCA was a name. We came back with one event, 2.4 hours of Sebring. First time that we actually ran 2.4 hours. Going to be a closeout. We're going to end the league after that. We got so much support with that we decided to come back and create the RSCA sanctioning body. And look at us now. We're now nearly 500 members higher than what we were at that point. And that was only like two and a half years ago. It's crazy how we've grown that large. Talk about Sebring. Yes, Sebring. That was in the script, totally. Sebring, I would say that was one of, if not then, the biggest race event ever. I mean, 40 cars started the race, and we ended with 36. Like, 60-plus drivers. I mean, that was insane. Pretty crazy stuff that we were able to do with that race. And, I mean, it all went smoothly. Script from Jerry, the BES guys. I mean, it was all great. I'm not even lying when I'm saying that's one of my proudest moments ever, seeing that field all lined up on the start-finish straight. And now we're going to get into the good stuff that matters now. We're going to talk about the current seasons first. So, first things first, the XLMS race at Belarus, Minsk, whatever that circuit was, that will not be going forward. We will be replacing it with South Korea, a street circuit. It's going to be wide, don't worry. But that's going to happen in 2 races time, 4 weeks just about. So, yeah, that's what's happening. Minsk was not finished. So, we just decided that we're going to make this change. We made it quite a while ago, and we're just using now to announce it. Here's something I think a lot of people will find interesting. We've been using the same pit boxes since first season, since the Lachey's Endurance Racing Championship. None of you guys will probably know what that is. Way before XLMS and the LMS name was used, we were Lurk, basically, and we have been using the same pit boxes with a bit of modification since then. We're working on new pit boxes. We're going to hopefully try and get them out within the next couple of weeks. Another thing we want to get out is a marketing team. We want to get some advertisements going. from different servers, trying to bring in more people, broadcasts, maybe making some Roblox merch, just, you know, to get some donations. They'll all go back towards the series, but, you know. So we're looking for some graphic designers, some broadcasters, a whole bunch of things. If you're interested, DM us after the event. Do not DM us during. Please don't. I swear to God. And this is just kind of more of a fun thing for RSCA all around, as was the marketing team. We're going to create a new channel in Discord. It's going to be Real Racing Photos. It's going to be under the Real Racing category. Going to be sharing for photos of cars, race cars, whatever. I mean, because people keep posting it, media stuff. That's it. Now we'll introduce Sub up here. So Sub, why don't you come on up?
Hello, hello. It is I. Welcome, everyone. Great to see you out here. Well, for RPC, for this current season, we will also be changing from Minsk. We will go to South Korea instead, so that race will be replaced as well. And for the off-season, I do have planned on having mini-series. After this state of the series, I will put out a set of votes in the RPC category. I will be putting a set of votes for MX5, maybe some Rallycross just to meme around in. But a fan favorite, we might actually host a retro sports car race. Brick. That will be brick, not mesh. That will be brick. So if you guys are interested in any of the new categories that we'll be introducing for the off-season, make sure to vote for that now. Back to you, Alex.
All right. Now we're getting into the cool stuff. Season 7, that was pretty much everything Season 7. Now we're going to get into Season 8. So, let's talk XLMS. A-Chassis has been a net positive. We're going to be moving forward with A-Chassis in the following season. With that, we're also going to be changing up the BOP a bit. We're going to try and fixing that, as well as the fuel and tire conundrum. I know that, you know, tank isn't, or tank is the more preferred, at least in RSCA. But, I mean, H has been net positive. We've gained we've gained more than 200 members, pretty sure, since we introduced A-Chassis. And we are just continuing to grow. However, I don't think this is mentioned. MX5 will remain tank, pretty sure. So, if you guys are interested in tank racing, we will be doing that still over there. But overall, I think just HS has been a big positive. It's helped us to grow. I mean, this is the most attended season in RSCA history. And we've had some really close racing. I mean, look at the championship. We got whoever it is leading by 2 points right now. James. I mean, it's close. So, how about we look at the schedule? The initial schedule so far, guys. I think that would be a good idea. So let me go ahead and bring that out for you. And here you guys can see the initial schedule. If you guys want to stand up and come take a closer look, but I'll also go through it. So we're going to start off with Saitama, as we always do. Race of the Rising Sun. It's going to be a pretty cool event. You know, it starts in the morning, ends in the day. So we get that night to day cycle. We got two to be determined races following that. Those are still open for anyone who owns a track. If you guys want that in, feel free.
Wait, where am I?
However, we are probably going to race at Bermuda if you guys have looked at the track showcase. That track is coming along quite nicely so far, and we'll probably use that in replace of a Great British Round. Round 4, Greenland. That's kind of like the big setup race for Le Mans. Then you got Le Mans. Triple Crown race. 3 hours. Then we got another to be determined race still open. Then we got Monza. We're replacing Milan with Monza. That track is also pretty far into development so far. Following that, we're going to go to Vermont. Vermont is a very fun, short little circuit. It might be one of the shortest on the schedule, to be honest. Canadian Tire New Edition. We once raced there several years ago, back when we were GT only. And then we got Road America, a 100-minute Triple Crown race to finish it off. And of course, we can't forget about Sebring. Sebring will not count for the XLMA schedule, but you know, it'll be before all this. We're expecting Sebring to be in mid-December before Christmas season, and Exilma Season 8 to start in mid-January, mid to late January. So that would be the schedule. So take screenshots or whatever of it now, because it's going in to the wall again. In 3, 2, 1, have fun.
And quick side note here, the feeder series will be using the same schedule. No changes will be applied.
Oh, really? That's actually news to me. Huh. So there's a schedule. I already talked about the refinement of BOP. If you guys can all take your seats again, that'd be awesome. Thank you. Rip Sakari. Mark, you can just go sit in like one of the chairs over there. Yeah, there you go. Here's something you guys are probably gonna like now. We're gonna have an era change, and by era change, I mean we're gonna allow hypercars. Yeah, look at all those W's in chat. Hypercars will be allowed for the following season. I mean, you can see whoever it was, Racer, he was already posting pictures of a hypercar that he built, kind of spoiling it just a teeny bit. But yeah, that will be for the LMP class. Not much changes to GT just because I haven't had many changes. But for pretty much every car, the new era is going to be any car from 2017 to 2022. We were skeptical to allow hypercars at first just because we weren't sure what they were going to look like, and we wanted to make sure that we had a... To be honest, I like the DPIs. I like the LMP ones better. But, you know, hypercars, they look fine. So we're allowing them. That's that. Next thing, we're going to introduce a new point system, I think. Not confirmed yet. We're still looking for what kind of system would work best. I don't really want to follow the F1 style. I want to allow points for everyone who competes. Thinking maybe having first get off with 35 points for a win. Not using NASCAR points either. We're going to keep it like exponential almost, if that makes sense. Kind of like the F1 style, but we're going to change the numbers. That's basically it. And then finally, to finish off next season, here's something that we have not confirmed yet. Or I guess not confirmed. Yeah, we haven't confirmed it yet, but we're going to probably mention, or, well, I am going to mention, increase the payouts for Sebring. Last 2 seasons have been pretty profitable for RSCA as a whole. And if you guys didn't know, RSCA, we don't do anything here for profit. Anything that we gain, we go right, or we get from premium payouts, from donations, anything goes right back into the league. Right back. We literally have not taken anything from payouts. We have only paid other people for their assets or anything of the such. Because, to be honest, we don't need them. We don't need them. We're not going to give you guys it unless you know you win. We're going to give the people who earn it payouts. And so, best way of doing that is Sebring. That's kind of like when we throw away all our cash. So, yeah, there's that. So, you guys are probably going to want to stick around for Sebring. Anyways, next up is going to be Sub again. He's going to talk about RPC and their future.
Hello, yes, it is me again. Hi, long time, right? Anyways. Well, RPC has gone a long way. Starting out with G chassis, moving down to A chassis, and still holding in there. But I will inform that Season 7 will be the last season of the RSCA Prototype Challenge Series, in favor of a brand new multi-class championship. Alex?
I'm not Alex, but yes.
Yeah, let's get this going, boys. This is the big announcement that we have all been waiting for.
Do we all get in the car just one at a time, ladies?
All right, and in 3, 2. Wait, did you turn the stage light off? You did.
Yeah, I did.
Good.
Do we need lights? I have
Alright,
no
start
idea.
pulling out,
Ladies and
boys.
gentlemen.
Lucas, go first.
One.
Go first for LMP, and then the Audi goes first. Remember not to be flying.
Let me just... Do you want to go more to the right? Actually, I'll...
Yeah, go more. You go more to the right. This is going to be a scuffed.
Shut out, move out. Just do it.
Put the parking brake on, please, ladies. The safety is required in RSCA. It is always required. Thank you.
So just
But
said
as you
that
can
in
see,
Prius.
Instead of freeze.
And there we go. There are your lights, boys. Subbo, take it away. Everyone back
All
to your
right.
seats.
Everyone back to your seats, please. Back to your seats. And it comes with great pleasure to announce that we will now be rebranding RPC into the International Tire Sports Car Championship. Logo is to be announced still. The thing is with this series is that, amazingly, in March, approximately, from there, we've been joking around with this idea. I've been messing with Alex about this idea ever since IMSA announced that they were going to kill the IMSA Prototype Challenge.
It was before.
Yeah, before. But the thing is, it happened in real life, but we took the idea first, so they copied us. They can't call us out. Anyways, welcome to new class. We will now be having a multi-series sprint series. Races will mostly consist of 45 to 1 hour races at most. We will be now including the GT4 class. Keep in mind, these models are just concept. There's a lot of brands still waiting to be built by yours truly, and thank you to Regis for being able to supply us some of these cars. We will be staying with A chassis. That is true. We'll be sticking with A chassis. Like I said, these are not the only models. You will not be forced to only run Audi and Supra. You'll be expecting a lot, and I mean a lot, of new GT4s coming up. Paddock customization will be back. We've lost that for this season of RPC, but next season you'll be able to customize your paddock once again for each round, not only for Sebring. Each round you'll be able to have your own personal paddock. This is a better introduction to multi-class for new drivers and teams who are willing to try to show up, try to join us in the RSCA family. A way for XLMS drivers to not only be forced to drive the brick cars, you'll be able to enjoy mesh cars as well. Look at it that way. John Jolin, LMP3 is not dead, it's multi-class. LMP3 and GT4s will be battling it out on track for next season. Pit stops will be returning. Mandatory pit stops will be returning. That is true. You'll be able to have your own custom pit box as well. So those who are team owners, be ready for that next season. This is supposed to be built for people who prefer mostly A chassis and mesh. So we hope to see you a lot. We hope to see everyone showing up for these races as well, to be able to expand this what is small RPC into a bigger ISCC, which is the new acronym for this series. Any questions from anyone? ISCC, not IR. Yes, XLMS drivers are allowed to race. There will be no E-Series this time by. Everyone will be able to join in LMP3 and GT4s. For classes, we only have two. The two classes, LMP3, which will be consisting of the Leger and the Ginettas, and GT4, which the whole entire class will not be mentioned yet. XLMS will be keeping its three-class structure, right, Alex?
Yeah, we won't be changing any of the classes there.
Alright. Now I'll leave you guys with Alex to respond for the XLMS questions.
Yeah, so any questions about XLMS then? How will hypercar stuff work? I mean, that's the brick built series, so you build brick cars based off of hypercars, basically. It's kind of simple. We're not doing hybrids. Hybrids are kind of, they're kind of broken. We don't want to do that. I mean, we don't need them here. Will we have any long races? I mean, not like super long. The longest we're going to do next season is the 3 hours of Le Mans again. you don't really like doing more than that because Roblox starts getting really buggy afterwards, and then you also narrow your whatever it is, your car count down at the end. So it's like, we might have 40 starters at the start, but after like 6 hours, that might be down to 20, And it looks better to have it shorter with saying, hey, this many people stuck around, like 36 stuck around for 2.5 hours, let's say, rather than, hey, we had a 6-hour race and only 6 cars finished. It looks better. Missouri, yeah, I told you not to talk about that during the thing. Bring wingless back. Yeah, I mean, I guess you can bring wingless back. I had to say, personally, I'd like to see them with wings. Wings are hot, but how many manufacturer cars are we gonna have? I'm gonna guess it's for GT4, and we're gonna have a lot. I mean, it's gonna be like 8, at least. It's as many as Sub over there can get done.
Keep in mind, we have I'm sorry to interrupt down here, but keep in mind, we have a fairly long off season, so expect a lot of GT4s coming along. I'll be posting update pictures every now and then, so you can see the progress from there.
ISCC races are going to be about 45 minutes to an hour, yes. And then, can the leaderboard and XLMS be fixed? Maybe? I don't know. I mean, that's not really something that's in our ability, but we can, get that work done. And no, we won't be adding DRS to GT. I don't know who's going to win IndyCar. I don't really watch IndyCar that much anymore. I should, though. I should. What am I with the hypercars? What league like LMP? Well, hypercars are going to be in XLMS. LMP3s are going to be in ISCC. So there's not really any changes to XLMS as far as class structure other than we're allowing hypercars. One Piece is real. It is real. I will tell you that. And yeah. Any more LMP3 manufacturers? Good question. We're trying to get Norma. But that's going to be it. There's not many LMP3 manufacturers out. We're trying to keep these cars based on real life manufacturers to appeal to that audience. So, there's about Norma, there's a Des, which looks stupid and nobody has ever tried 3D modeling before, so it's like... yeah.
Hi there.
Homologate the Glickenhaus. Probably not. Probably not. That'll probably be more of an XLMS thing, unfortunately.
Yeah.
How many teams and drivers? That's to be determined. I might up the car count next season for 60. It depends.
Yeah.
I might, but for right now, it's going to be at least 15 cars in the LMP category. That includes everyone, not 15 teams, 15 cars. Any LMDH's cars like the BMW, that's up to you guys. I mean, LMP, that's a custom class. If you guys want a car built, as long as it'll meet the regulations, build it. I do not care. It'd be best if you ask me first, but now that we have hypercar, I mean, it's going to be a lot more open. There's a lot of hypercar manufacturers. And yeah, I mean,
we have a
team activity
question.
more. Probably, to be honest. There's been a lot of teams who've been kind of slacking. I mean, after Sakari, we're already kicking out quite a couple of teams. So, pay us in Robux. We pay you guys for Sebring. That is when we cash out tons of Robux. I think this last time it was about 7,000 Robux that we cashed out. Are engineers going to be relevant? I mean, they kind of are. It's just like you guys have to make them work. We're not going to force engineers because not everyone wants to be an engineer. No one wants, or not everyone wants an engineer. If you guys want to be an engineer, I mean, have at it. Find a team to be an engineer for. Time deltas be available to engineers? Probably not. That requires a lot of scripting, and to be honest, I like to keep the scripting minimal to try and not get the lag too high. The more scripts, the more lag,
Alex, Fast is asking if the Delta Wing is still
XLMS
eligible for
championships.
next season.
Yeah, I'll probably allow the Delta Wing, just because it's the Delta Wing. Delta Wing supremacy. Well, XLMS champions get Robux. To be honest, maybe. That might be a this season thing, but I haven't decided. If you do, you're not going to get as much as Sebring will, purely because we've already been like halfway through the season. And you know, we kind of want to make XLMS, or not XLMS, Sebring more of our crown jewel. You know, like that's our biggest event of the season, and we want to keep it that way. Do all drivers something that's tagged, bro? I'll answer that and then I'll close out the thing. Do all drivers get Robux? No, definitely not. We have like upwards of 90 different drivers so far this season. That would be insane. It literally would be insane to give everyone Robux.
The only way we could have that budget is having what, $1 trillion in our pockets.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
you know, we're
do
not
not
gonna
expect
pay.
that in time.
When I say we're not gonna pay too much Robux, I mean it's probably gonna be 500 max for the championship winner, and then like the top 3 will get something, if anything. That is a big if. I mean, we haven't really looked at the finances yet, but you know, that's that. All right, let's close this out now. So, thank you guys for coming. I mean, big gathering, big show up. We are so happy you guys joined us here for showing off, for seeing the new series that will be coming. I mean, we've been working pretty hard on this. We hope you guys will join us in Milan in 2 weeks. And for 8th season, we got 3 championships still going. We got
Oh, that's uncalled for.
oh
Oh,
Someone was
someone was trying to do some illegal stuff in us. Well, that means that's our call sign to go. Thank
Yeah.
you, everyone.
Quickly.
All right, we got it run under attack for.
What? Sub just fell through the floor. Okay. Well,
I went to the back rooms and went back. Thank you, everyone, for coming.
yeah, well,
yeah, thank you for
Thank
coming
you.
today. Thank you for coming to the race as well. And Sakari,
Yes,
see you next
mini-series
time.
will happen soon. I will
Yep.
post the votes later. Or when I mean later, I mean right now.
yeah. If you think you're gonna get on the stage, sorry, you're not.
You're not.
You
Maybe
guys will get in the
next
cars
year,
and
not.
immediately drive them off stage. Yeah,
you can
yeah.
hear the revving
That's
of
it.
the engines if
Bye,
required.